Hi everyone, I'm the Plant Propagator and welcome to my channel. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the work that I do, please subscribe to my channel. Today we're in Southwest Florida. It is a warm, overcast day, but still warm and a little sticky. And what I wanted to do is give you a little bit of an update of some of the plants in my yard. Well, plants, mostly the orchids is what I want to show you. I've got some orchids that are blooming or getting ready to bloom, and some of these are pretty exciting to me as far as what we have going on. And then I have one plant that I want to show you that is a new purchase that I'm also pretty excited about. So let's start out with new blooms. This is an orchid that I actually just brought here from Ohio, which is where I'm from. And this thing, it bloomed 3 years ago, but it really hasn't done anything. Not a great bloom, but still nice and still really nicely fragrant. I just wanted to show it to you because it is blooming, and it is a nice looking flower. The one that I'm really excited about is on this tree right here, and this is a mount on my date palm. And so this is a Cattleya labiata, and the reason that I'm really excited about it is that this is the first bloom. This is a plant that I grew from seed. Actually, somebody gave it to me. I grew it out. It's taken years and years. I think it's probably taken 5 years. It got mounted in this tree. You know, this tree's probably not very old, and it's, you know, and I had it mounted in here when the tree was probably pretty tall. So it took a long time for this thing to bloom. I didn't know what it was going to look like. I'm really happy with what it looks like. And the other thing that's exciting is how just beautifully fragrant it is. So it is a really nice plant, a nice collection. Nice addition to my collection. So the other thing I want you to do is take a look around on this side of the tree, and over here we've just got some nice dendrobiums, and the dendrobiums this time of the year are just really doing well. So I've got a number of dendrobiums all over the place, and they're growing pretty nicely. So these are some of the plants that I have. I want to show you the Plumeria that I have, the new purchase, and then I want to show you about some of the other orchids that I have that will be blooming soon. Okay, now I wanted to show you a Plumeria. So when I was visiting RF Orchids, just a little bit north of Homestead, Florida, there is a place called Florida Colors, and they are Plumeria specialists. And I looked around. I don't have that much room. I'm not a Plumeria person, but I wanted to pick one up because they're really well known for the Plumeria. So what I did is I picked up a single Plumeria, and it's shown right here, and I really like the color of the flower in this Plumeria. It is just bright, it's wonderful. It doesn't have any leaves on it right now. The other thing is that this is really fragrant, so it's a really nice plant. I'm happy I bought it. What's going to happen with this is it's probably going to put out new leaves in the spring, and it'll grow from there. So right now they enter into their dormancy, and they'll grow out and look nice. But they're slow growing. It's got a few years ahead of it, and I'm hopeful that this is going to fill in this space and be very colorful. And we're back, and what I wanted to show you, so this is another Dendrobium that I have that's really been blooming nicely. I've shown you this on videos previously, but this is actually a new flower spike and new flowers. I also want to show you on this, if you take a look at this from the same plant, you can see there is a capsule here, and below it there is another capsule. And the thing is with this, I don't really know where this came from or where the pollen parent here. So this is a real good plant for pollination. So what I might do is attempt some wide crosses with this and this as the female parent, just to see what we can come up with, because it's so promiscuous it might accept pollen and pollinia from a number of different plants. So I want to show you a few more plants that I have, and if we take a look at some of these, this is a new addition right here, and this actually isn't mine. This is a Vanda that was given to the plant Propagator Junior. And this is a new one. I'm very hopeful. Thanks, Jim, for the plant. And it looks great, and as you can see, it's in spike, and I'm hoping for some good things, but we'll see. The other thing, if you follow me around over here, and I should mention that a lot of the plants that I have here, after visiting RF Orchids, this is filled up quite a bit. So there's a lot of new plants that are in this area, but let's focus in on this one, this Cattleya. So I've shown you this Cattleya previously, and what you can see on the right side is another bloom spike coming out. So this one just bloomed. It finished blooming not that long ago, but it looks like it's putting out another bloom spike, and I'm pretty happy about this. I saved the pollinia from that. Those were all male flowers, and maybe this will be a female, and I can do a self, or we'll just kind of see what happens. But I'm pretty excited to get a second bloom spike from this Cattleya from this same plant. And I want to show you a few more, one more thing over here. So if you take a look, this is a Cattleya up here. This is Fred Clark After Dark, and this is also has a bloom spike coming out on this, and this has actually bloomed for me previously. The problem is when it bloomed, I wasn't around to see it, so I'm not sure if I'll be around for this one as well, but we'll see. Also another, you can see this is RF Orchid right here. And I've got some Vandas here, and we'll see. Maybe I'll get some blooms, but I'm starting to load up. I'm starting to get pretty excited about the new plants and the blooms that I'm starting to see. So that's all I have for today. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the work that I do, please subscribe to my channel, and happy propagating.